15. Untold truths about retirement. Life retirement is often painted as a time of relaxation, travel, and freedom, but the reality isn't always so picture perfect. While leaving the 9-to-5 grind can be liberating, it also brings unexpected emotional, financial, and social challenges that many aren't prepared for. From a loss of purpose to hidden costs, retirement has its own set of hurdles. In this video, we'll uncover the lesser-known downsides of retirement that few people talk about, but everyone should know. 1. The loss of daily structure can be overwhelming. Many retirees underestimate how much structure their job provided. Without a schedule of meetings, tasks, and goals, days can start to feel aimless. This sudden freedom may sound ideal, but it often leads to boredom or a sense of drifting. Without a plan to fill that time meaningfully, through hobbies, volunteering, or routines, retirees can struggle with motivation. Establishing a new rhythm is crucial to maintaining purpose and energy in retirement. Otherwise, the lack of direction can lead to decreased mental health and satisfaction over time. 2. Your social circle may shrink dramatically. Workplace connections often account for the majority of one's social interactions. Once retired, those daily conversations and shared routines disappear, and many retirees find it difficult to maintain or replace these relationships. Loneliness becomes a real concern, especially if friends and family live far away or are still working. Staying socially active requires intentional effort through community groups, clubs, or new friendships. Without it, isolation can creep in, affecting both emotional well-being and physical health. Retirement can be liberating, but it's also a reminder of how much our social lives were built around work. 3. Healthcare costs often rise unexpectedly. Even with Medicare or other insurance plans, healthcare expenses in retirement can be much higher than anticipated. From premiums and deductibles to dental, vision, and long-term care, these costs add up quickly. Many retirees are surprised by the limited coverage of certain services and the high price of prescriptions or specialized care. As we age, our healthcare needs naturally increase, making financial planning for medical costs essential. Not accounting for this can put a serious dent in retirement savings and cause financial stress later in life, when stability is most important. 4. A fixed income can be emotionally stressful. Transitioning from a regular paycheck to a fixed income can be a tough adjustment. Retirees may worry constantly about whether their savings will last or if unexpected expenses will derail their financial plans. This anxiety can overshadow the freedom retirement is supposed to offer. Even well-prepared individuals might feel hesitant to spend money on travel, dining out, or hobbies, fearing they'll outlive their nest egg. The psychological shift from saving to spending is a major hurdle, and without clear financial guidance, it can lead to unnecessary frugality or financial insecurity. 5. Retirement can strain your marriage. Spending more time together sounds like a dream, but for many couples, retirement introduces new challenges in the relationship. With both partners suddenly home all day, differences in habits, routines, and expectations can become more pronounced. Without the buffer of work hours, conflicts may arise more frequently. It's important to communicate openly, set boundaries, and pursue individual interests to maintain harmony. For some couples, retirement strengthens their bond. For others, it exposes unresolved issues that require attention to avoid long-term strain on the relationship. 6. You may feel a loss of identity. For many, their career was a major part of their identity. After retirement, that title, role, or sense of contribution disappears, and the question, "Who am I now?" becomes difficult to answer. This identity shift can be jarring and lead to a period of emotional adjustment. Without a clear sense of purpose, retirees may feel invisible or unimportant. It's important to find new roles, whether as a mentor, volunteer, artist, or learner, that reinforce self-worth and help form a new identity rooted in personal passions and values. 7. Boredom can be a real struggle. The initial excitement of retirement can fade quickly if there's no plan to stay engaged. Without projects, hobbies, or goals, many retirees experience a deep sense of boredom. Days blend together, and a lack of stimulation can lead to cognitive decline or depression. Staying mentally and physically active is essential, whether through travel, learning, creative pursuits, or part-time work. Retirement isn't just about relaxing, it's about redefining how you spend your time meaningfully, so boredom doesn't take over and dull what should be a fulfilling life chapter. 8. Downsizing isn't always the perfect solution. Many retirees consider downsizing to reduce expenses and simplify life. But the emotional toll of leaving a family home, adjusting to a smaller space, or moving away from a familiar community can outweigh the financial benefits. It may also strain relationships with children or grandchildren. While it might seem practical, downsizing should be carefully considered, not rushed. Emotional attachment, neighborhood ties, and lifestyle changes all play a role in how successful this transition is. What seems like a good financial move might not always feel like the right personal one. 9. Not everyone enjoys early retirement. While early retirement sounds appealing, it isn't the right fit for everyone. Some retirees feel lost or unfulfilled when they leave the workforce too soon, especially if they haven't built a strong plan for their time or finances. Work provides structure, status, and social interaction, all of which are hard to replace. Those who retire early without clear goals may find themselves returning to work out of boredom, financial need, or emotional dissatisfaction. The dream of early retirement must be balanced with self-awareness and honest planning. 10. Your health can decline faster than expected. Even those who retire in good health may experience a surprising decline in physical or mental wellness. Without a regular routine, physical activity may decrease, and without intellectual stimulation, cognitive skills may begin to dull. Retirement can also lead to more sedentary behavior, poor dietary habits, or mental health challenges like anxiety and depression. Proactively maintaining a healthy lifestyle, exercise, regular checkups, and social engagement is critical. Retirement doesn't automatically mean better health. In fact, without intention, it can have the opposite effect. 11. Adult children may expect financial help. Many retirees assume their financial responsibility ends with retirement, but adult children may still need or expect support. From helping with student loans to covering grandkids' expenses or offering housing assistance, these obligations can become financially and emotionally draining. Retirees may feel torn between helping family and protecting their own stability. Clear boundaries and open conversations are vital. Without them, financial generosity can jeopardize long-term plans. It's okay to say no, or to help in non-monetary ways to ensure your retirement funds truly serve your needs. 12. Moving somewhere new isn't always blissful. Relocating after retirement, whether to a sunny beach town or closer to family, might seem exciting, but it doesn't always turn out as expected. Adapting to a new climate, community, or pace of life can be harder than anticipated. You may miss old friends, familiar routines, or the culture of your previous home. And if you moved for family, their availability may not match your expectations. It's important to test the waters before relocating permanently. A dream destination can quickly become isolating if the reality doesn't match the fantasy. 13. You might miss the mental stimulation of work. Even those happy to leave the stress of work behind often miss the mental challenge it provided. Problem-solving, deadlines, and learning opportunities kept minds sharp. Without that stimulation, some retirees experience mental sluggishness or restlessness. Keeping your brain active is essential, whether through reading, puzzles, online courses, or mentoring. Finding new ways to challenge yourself intellectually helps preserve cognitive health and brings a sense of fulfillment. Retirement should still include growth, just in new, self-directed ways that align with your interests. 14. Volunteer work isn't always as fulfilling as expected. Many retirees turn to volunteer work to find purpose, but the experience doesn't always meet expectations. Some roles may feel disorganized, repetitive, or disconnected from personal passions. Additionally, not every organization makes retirees feel valued, which can be disheartening. It's important to be selective and patient when seeking out the right fit. Meaningful volunteer work is out there, but it might take time and trial and error to find a cause and environment that aligns with your goals, skills, and values. 15. Retirement isn't the end, it's a new beginning. You must design Perhaps the greatest untold truth is that retirement isn't a permanent vacation. It's an entirely new life chapter that requires intention, planning, and adaptability. Without clear goals, meaningful routines, and active effort, it can easily feel disappointing. But with the right mindset, retirement can be incredibly rewarding. The key is to design your days with purpose, pursue passions, stay connected, and continually evolve. Retirement isn't the end of your story. It's the start of a new one, and it's up to you to write it well. Thanks for watching the video. Please subscribe.